Okay, okay, good evening. Oh, this is Jim FM. I'm your host and show, yours to the John Campus. We have a different list. And out here tonight, we have Mr. Paul King Douglas, Team King, the Tanti Man.
Stick with the music. He wants to tell you which song.
The other guy doing the music. It's another guy. How are you doing? Nice, nice. It's another guy doing setting up the music.
Yeah.
I'm going to need the video in from here.
Okay.
So, but I still want to talk to you before you go on. If it's possible. I still want to talk to you before you go on. Right? So, do it live. I'm streaming YouTube live. Streaming live on YouTube.
The guy with the music.
He's back there by Saita.
Right. Now I will talk to you.
Yeah, no, I don't know. This young guy.
You say you're going to talk to me about something.
Yeah, well, before you start, just have a little intro video.
Where?
Right here.
How are you doing that after the
After the
show?
After the show.
After the last.
Yeah. Right, okay. So, yeah. You have the music you want him to play. No. He has music you want him to play for him before you go on. Yes. All right, folks. Again, I'm John Ellis. We are down at a different group place. And yes, so folks, we are here, we are live at a different group place, and we are going to have some fun here tonight. Because we have the big man, team man, Paul King Douglas is here with us. And I want you to stay tuned because to tell you the truth, a lot of it will be happening right here tonight, and you don't want to miss that. It will be an evening full of entertainment, right? And Paul King Douglas is no fail. So be prepared for an evening as he launches his book. We'll talk to him after the show, and during the conversation with him, we'll hear lots of what he has to say to us as a well, he's listening audience from way back yesteryear. All of the years that we have been penning all these short stories and Tanti Mom and Team and everybody has slim teeth. I don't know how much of that we're gonna get tonight, but stay tuned and share the live. Okay, we are on YouTube, right? YouTube live, right here on Channel FM. All right, in some music.
Way back.
Okay, behind. Right here. No, are we going here? Then we do it.
Don't want to go on the tables.
No, he will use yours, but you can use him. Yes, yes. Folks, we are down here at a different book list. We're getting ready for walking for the night. And this be around for a bit, playing some old time music right here. DJ man over here. And it will be weekend for his actual moment. Oh, right, that was for you.
Huh?
That's for you. Yeah, you have to get for compromises.
This way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we get head on your head.
On my hair.
Yeah, on your head. Yeah. All right, folks. All right. We're just doing some setup here, and we're ready to go. We can go. The man himself walking. There's a scene over there. He's setting up himself, getting ready for the show. And again, we're down at 777 Water Street. That's Waters Andrew on his head, new on his head building. And we're looking forward to our pleasant night right here doing our thing. I don't know about you, but it's a real good night to be here. And to have Paul King Douglas here. Last 2 weeks ago, we had it for Ricardo Douglas, Hill Douglas, we launched the Princess. And now he's done. It's the Douglas himself, Paul King Douglas is here tonight. At different degrees that 777 777 Water Street, and right here
Yeah.
What we brought on is a lot of walking Douglas short stories. All right, folks, so we love here a different bookies and so my wife not a excited tonight. Yeah, so Paul King Douglas is here tonight. We're really looking forward to be entertained. The tools, yeah, like his presence and his old time, long time stories. So my dear wife, well, this one trying to be here with them to manage. Really want to spend our time with I don't know if your time to bring up the things here and talking about. Tell us a little bit about how you
Paul is comfortable with interviewing him. I think a little age thing is deeping in, so he's a little paranoid about live streaming, just in case he says something he didn't want to say, but he's gonna say it later and not saying it. Anyway, he's panicking, right? So I told him that we will go with the interview with him and not put it out there in the world.
No.
Yeah. Even when I trying to explain that, you will sell more books if you stream, but I think I'm just dealing with a little bit of age. So let me see if the moment will pass, right?
Okay.
But right now he is like well packed up. Yeah. How about streaming, right? Are we
Okay.
streaming live right now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You want to talk to people?
Yeah. All right. All right. So yeah, we're talking. Yeah, and we're talking about walking the place here. So we're gonna have a little bit of him tonight. I was talking about him and watching growing up and talking of that stories. What is your take on all of this?
I gotta do that
All right, folks, we're done at different 777 by the street, and we looking to tonight. Yes.
My mic is on. I was trying to ask you what is the game plan before you start to answer because I just want to what we're talking about. You asking me people?
Interview after, but you know,
Okay, interview people after. Huh? If you want to go live with me, oh, I think you could go even better. Go ahead.
yeah, I need to still also record the same place.
Then we're going to be speaking into the manager.
Yeah, we'll see. That's okay, man. That's okay.
Okay, so we're gonna put on the mic.
Yeah, it's done. Only when you give us 20 minutes.
Okay.
Give me some juice.
The mic in the back pocket, you know.
Yeah, it's okay. Let me turn it down now.
If you then come from Nigeria where they have all this thing, so people they're living in the era where they come into this, you know. So it's how to get to the you find this at the time where you have to even do audio, you know. I don't know, she want to look familiar, but I don't know. I can't proceed like that. Can you just say that again?
DJ's time.
I sound so funny. You call it. Living with you. Yeah, it's really like. Oh, you're on YouTube.
Starting with a blank page can be overwhelming. Grammarly gives you a head start. Simply type a prompt to instantly generate an outline or brainstorm ideas.
And we just comment that is number 6. And here then the right coverage of the progress launching of so we can here looking for the all right.
Don't talk about what you see. Let's see my
Yo, brother. Come in. Excuse me.
Wait, that really the intro, right?
Yeah. Ask them here. What you don't need, like I'm going to do. All right, we're about to launch out here and just do
So good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening.
Good evening.
Oh my gosh, it is Saturday, August the 17th. And today's a brilliant, exceptional day. Why is that? Actually, I like the class during. Yeah. It's your daughter's birthday. It's your sister's birthday. Angela, sister's birthday. Okay, this is good. August 17th. I'm gonna let you go last since you got the minutes. What else is excited about today?
Marcus Garvey.
Yes, today is Marcus Garvey's birthday. He's born on August 7th. That's something. So I think it's kind of cool to get Paul Kings is with us. And then also one that's exceptional and wonderful about that is that Paul Kings not here. But I know that you're excited about that because you braved the weather and that you came. So I'm gonna say a formal thank you to everyone. We are going to get started shortly for all of you who have braved the weather and brought your family and everybody in that respect. We happy to see you. And we're gonna come back in just 5 minutes and we're gonna get into the formalities and, love to everybody who's sitting in front of us. And yeah, so 5 minutes, we're good? All right. And while I'm gone, I'm gonna leave something for you to think about that you cannot look on your phone. Can't look on your phones. Can't look on the phones. But if you can tell me what I can better. How many books Paul Kings Douglas has written? When I come back, they make their. Can't look at your phone, can't look at your phone, can't look at Wikipedia, can't phone. I'm just gonna ask it now.
One doesn't, show the no? Ano pa sa medyo na? So, mas one doesn't set a time. You want to look like.
Oh, I know. It's not.
You want to look like that.
Yeah.
In the West Indies should take part in at least one of them.
What's your name? Pleasure. Take care of friends.
Okay. And the lucky winner is how many books? I hope it's not the lady who impressed me when I answered the question. It can't be the lady who impressed. So. All right. So. Good evening, how are you? Did they impress you on this? Were they going to get off to the steps? So the question that I had was the college program. And small students. And how did it go? 1,000. Well. It's enough family. Enough family. Enough family. Scratching her head like 50. Your first place, like 5. 26.
Okay, probably guessing, can I guess? Can I guess? I could guess 30. That's more 30.
Yes, 30 something, but 30 not 30 bucks.
Okay.
All right, we give up. 9. 9 is the right answer. So I'm going to take 5. Thank you so much. Anyway, so good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Blackness Cultural Center with the into and evening with Paul King's Douglas. We're really happy to see everyone. I don't know if it's been raining. Well, I don't know, I was looking to it. Just like that. It's amazing. That's amazing. Right? So I know people get, Oakville, people have come from Starbucks and all over. We're really, really excited that, all is here, that his family's here. I want to thank Ariana. I want to thank Lachlan. I want to thank Al, and I want to thank Atlas. Because these four people are responsible for Paul and Marilyn here and children of Paul and Marilyn in Douglas. And Lachlan, Atlas, and Al, their mother, who is Paul's daughter and illustrator tonight, is none other to that Tara Feeds Douglas. So I want to thank all the grandchildren, first of all, for bringing their grandfather here to Toronto so that we can also participate with it. So let's clap it down, people. And as I said before, today is also to August the 17th, and we are really excited too about that because it's the birthday of the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, a man without social media, who more or less had the capacity to unite people of African descent around the world and to carry an incredible and powerful message around the world. And while you are here, at some point, I hope that your eyes will go onto this slab of concrete here. It says UNIA, and UNIA, Universal Negro Improvement Association. This slab of concrete is from the building at 355 College Street, which was the office or the chapter of the UNIA Marcus Garvey's movement here in Toronto. So we are also excited that this place, 365 days, the spirit of the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey is present. And here is his portrait. One day we were here and this man from Scotland came in and said, I'm here to take my picture with the statue of Marcus Garvey. We said to him, you don't have any statue of Marcus Garvey. And he said, my friend was at an event last month and he took a picture of the statue. And then he looked at the portrait and said, that's the statue right there. So the people, you heard it from me, breaking news, that is a statue of Marcus Garvey. And people do take pictures. I'm also pleased today that we sometimes come full circle of life. Paul comes out of Trinidad and Tobago, and we spend time here in Montreal, and what was then the George Williams University, now Concordia, in 1969. I'm happy that he also too was a roommate of the former Prime Minister of Dominica, Willis Douglas, and that Paul today we are still discussing, debating, and unpacking incidents of 1969 at St. George Williams University. And I think that it is also important that the movement of the Black Power movement in Trinidad and Tobago in the 60s also triggered the Black Power protests. So I feel in a way that we've come full circle, where this man who has come out of Trinidad and Tobago landed in Montreal. And I'm also particularly pleased when I was reading about Paul today, that when he was asked the question, what does success mean to you? And his response was, success to me means that I stayed in the Caribbean. I worked in something that I was passionate about. I could make a living. I could raise my family as opposed to going to North America to make it. And oftentimes that is part of our challenging parts. So to Paul, Keith Douglas, I want us to put our hands together. And before we do that, I also too want to acknowledge Marilyn Keith Douglas. Marilyn, I got to tell you, the first time that I came to your home, I thought when we talk about heights today, I remembered your home. I came to your home and you had silks of orange and gold, and I know that you're an incredible artist with your fingers. Made all kinds of design, wonderful things. But I went away thinking of all the colors and all the silks you have floated all around your home. So that is the image that I have in my spirit today as we come today to celebrate strength, okay, with the master storyteller of all time, Dr. Paul Quiros.
Okay, so I come to cutting. I switch gears a little bit here.
Organize.
Happy. Function should be off camera. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to off for maybe something in the meantime. We'll talk about right after this messages. All right.
All right, okay, everyone, good, you all hear me now, right? Okay. Let's start. Good evening, every lady and every gentleman. Let me see what great pleasure it gave me to be here in Toronto. One more time, doing what I like to do best, which is talk. You know, and I must thank you all for coming out to share with me this evening, when you could have been so many other places. Which means you made this your show of choice, which means you're a very intelligent audience. So give us a round of applause for intelligence. Yeah, you know, I like, you know, to begin by always addressing your family. Because anytime we come together like this to share, to celebrate, to talk to each other, or even just to know each other better, we're more than just artists and writers and organizers and bookshop keepers and management. We just one big Caribbean family. So give us a round of applause for family. Of course, you know, we have different kinds of family. You have close family, you have immediate family, you have distant family, you have pumpkin vine family, you have monkey face family, you have family who don't know their family, you have some family who don't want to know them as family. But this is the best kind of family, because family has come together to share, and to care, right? And this is what family is all about, sharing and caring about each other. So always say welcome as family. And like all good storytellers, we like to welcome the ancestors. Because anytime we come together like this to share and to talk about the culture, all them with dead people like to come and sit down between us. Because we're talking about them. So don't feel like empty seats next to you. There's no such thing as an empty seat. It may look empty, but somebody's sitting down there. And if I joke and you're not clapping, you get somebody clapping, it's not you, somebody's sitting down there. So we like to welcome to all the ancestors. In the old days, we used to pour a few drops of rum on the ground, libation, to welcome the spirits. And nowadays, for they're so cheap. You don't even want to waste one drop of rum. Take out the cork that is good, have a smell, man, have a smell. Half hour later, a bottle fall and break. If I see a bottle break in your house for no reason, spirit throw it down. Because you all did not welcome them. So we make sure we welcome all the ancestors to the gathering. Then, like all good storytellers, we like to clear ourselves of all responsibility for what we're going to say. You're only telling stories, right? Could be true, may not be true, could have a lot of truth in it, but you only a storytelling, oh God. And all these fellas so quick to sue. You have to make sure they know the story you're telling. This is why we say once upon a time, you know, the story time. In the French Islands, Grenada, St. Lucia, Dominica, they say, Tim, what's that? Story time. The Americans say, Jack Mandora, me not truth now. Story time. Because according to Jamaica, is not St. Peter in charge of heaven, it's Jamaica. And his name is Jack Mandora. So when they say me not truth, no, I mean, they're not taking any side in the story, they're not responsible. Spaniards say, Abia una vez, once upon a time. Trinidadians say, fix, crack, monkey break it back. Story time. You know, they say reliable sources. Story time. Politicians say, if elected. Story time. And of course, Donald Trump says fake news. So anytime you hear that, you know it is story time. So welcome to story time this evening, you know. This year is 50 years since I started in this thing, you know. And I say retiring. You say, Paul, you can't retire. I mean, they don't feel like you are wrong anymore, you know. How are you going to retire? You're an icon. No, the word icon is nice. The I part is right. But see that con part, that is the part of the word. That is a problem. So they say you're an icon. So I'm an icon, right? But I'm not performing because I enjoy performing. I enjoy doing it. It's more for me than for you, you know. So my performance is now all geared on me trying to enjoy myself, right? So if you benefit from it, fine. So I'm going to start this evening by just saying, you know, recently we just had what Emancipation Day. And of course, you know, we all sometimes in the Caribbean, we tend to talk about all the problems we have and never focus on all the nice things that make us who we are, the good qualities. So I want to focus on this thing. There's a feeling in the air that tells you you're here, that tells you this is where you ought to be. There's a certain kind of sound in the country and the town that somehow makes you feel that you belong. There's a sweetness of the beat of calypso in the street and the steel band playing somewhere far away. There's an easy way we walk and a special way we talk. There's rhythm in the way we work and play. There's a way the women smile. That's something in the eye that makes you want to linger for a while. There's a distant banyan trees, the cool and gentle breeze, the scarlet ibis flying by with ease. There's the glory of a dawn in a tropic day born, the distant sound of tumbling surf and sea. There's many different faces of many different races, of many peoples mixed harmoniously. There's a way we handle strife, the joys, the pains of life, and all the things that go to make us free. There's joy we take in giving, the simple act of sharing that tells me this is where I ought to be. Trinidad and Tobago, my Trinidad, your Trinidad, our Trinidad and Tobago. Yes. So you take the good things, the qualities that make us who we are, right? Of course, then we had Emancipation Day. And you know, Emancipation again, you know, we are proven in the Caribbean that size has nothing to do with quality. Right? Look at the Olympics. Size has nothing to do with quality. It depends on the quality of the people and their institutions. Right? So I pay tribute on Emancipation Day to that group of people who throughout the years have kept the Caribbean together, have been the links between the islands. They were the first CARICOM people. Right? It's in their basket you find the spirit of CARICOM. I talk about the inter-island traders who over the years have gone from St. Croix right down to Guyana, linking us with the trade. I call them the sugar apple people because they have come and they bring fruits and they shop and they shop and they go by boat, they go by plane, but they have continued that link on their own without any help from politicians. So I said in their basket you find the true spirit of CARICOM. So once I went to put a box on a boat in Grenada, in Trinidad, and they have a thing called the CARICOM jetty. And when you go there in a box of 10 Grenada, it's like madness. All kind of people move and you say, what? This is madness. But suddenly you realize it's organized confusion. Because those people know what they're doing. At the end of the day, both gone and everything lowered. So what I thought was madness is really people organizing themselves to do the best they can with what they have, right? So I went home and I wrote this thing, this poem called Sugar Apple People. Put box and boat catch plane fly Trinidad, meet boat, sell goods, buy goods. Put box and boat catch plane fly Grenada, meet boat, sell goods, buy goods. We catch you retail to make a living, but we're living, yes, Lord, we're living. And because we're living, a lot of all you're living. The Sugar Apple people like the wave and finance people, you always moving. Year in and year out, no matter who come or who go. We know Trinidad, Trinidad know we. We ain't stretch across the water, right? Big, Dashi, Yam, Tanya, Kalu, breadfruit, you name it, we bring it in bag, in box, in crate. Big box, little box, the man say $1 box, the woman say a box. See them stand on the jetty. Hustle, bustle, noise, words flying like sword spray. Box and basket around people foot. People looking for wire, twine, rope, anything to tie one tie good or one tie yet. You see a woman, she black like the last eclipse. Tall, proud, pure Africa. She swing that crate like a man. And when she smiled, it's like a blessing in this hot Caribbean sun. And Cosmo detected like a high court judge presiding on the rigging, cussing like it's in national language, but they ain't taking you on the expect that. And the more he goes, the blacker he gets. Yeah? But he play postman and put him postlet in the bosom and they say, don't forget to give me the buy and Tati go pick it up. And now the man say, not a damn box rolling to the sweeping breach. And it's now the sweeping truck want to pass. Yes? So the box load and the crate load and the bag load, and they bring some of them and sugar apple and they go on with rice and flour. And the sail hoist, the window, engine start, and the boat go. And as it move across the harbor, Trinidad sun catch it with neither name, Island Pride. And that's a very true thing, everything. A lot of my stuff is written on two events, two things that I portray in the sea, right? But I really was impressed that day when I went to that jetty and saw all these people organizing work in getting their boxes and their bags and everything on that boat for it to go, right? So much to that. But so you see the curriculum, so when you talk about emancipation and so on, this is what I talk about. Not the problem we have, but the quality that we really have. The quality that we show that size has nothing to do with quality. It could be as small as ever, but greater than anybody else, right? So simple little lesson there. But all right, no good storytelling session could go on without some kind of zombie story, right? So I must do at least one zombie story, right? A man named Mr. Hackshaw dead in the country, and they wanted to give him a nice funeral, but they couldn't get a coffin, and he was a very well-respected man. So they ordered a coffin from a place called Dead End Limited in the town. Boy, if you see this coffin, it's the most beautiful coffin I ever see in my life. Made out of Canadian cedar, you know, inside it had velvet, right? It had brass handle all around the coffin. It had shoulder pads the dead man could lie down comfortably. It had 2 holes for air conditioning. I had little glass things. You could see you and you could see him and all. You could wave at each other. If you see this lovely coffin, fellas say, I want the dead right now just to get buried in that coffin. So they couldn't get anybody to bring up the coffins until they contact a fellow called Bratax. They know in the Caribbean, everybody have a real name and another name, right? And the name that they do, they ain't born with is the one that is scary, right? They call him Bratax, you go, Bratax, before you talk, hello. Well, you know, so they order Bratax or ask him to bring up the coffin. Now, Bratax had one of the original SUVs. Now, the SUV was not made in Japan. Forget them Japanese cheap Caribbean ideas. Remember the old days when you had a car, you cut it in half and you put it on the back and you get a truck, SUV. We never years. Now they call it SUV, Toyota, so all kind of things. We had that young years, we had an SUV. When Bratax had an SUV, then and you come and say, all right, you take up the coffin. So ask Bratax, boy, you ain't afraid to carry coffin. You say, but I got to dead sometime. I must never afraid coffin, I got to dead sometime. But Bratax didn't take no chance. They say 1 hour father, 3 getting married, 1 going to the father. He had a rosary, he had a bottle of white rum, bottle of holy water, and a piece of iron of a cheap with me. He said, this is for Jumbie just in case. And he loaded up the coffee, and the coffee, and he heading up the road. So I driving up, please getting dark and thing now. See, I feel flagging him down. So what happened? He said, I want to drop. He said, well, I have a coffin in the back. If you don't mind taking a lift with a coffin, you could wait. He said, but there's sometimes, right? Too afraid coffin, all right? So he jumped in the back of the truck, and he sit down far from the coffin, you know? And Bratax going up the road, boy. Suddenly it starts to rain. You know, Caribbean, they start drip, then drop, and it coming down. So fella getting wet, but no place to shelter. Only place in the back was the coffin. He said, well, boy, water more than flour, the only place there. So he go inside the coffin, he lie down and he come right back down. Bratax going up the hill, they're going up the hill. The rain coming there, Bratax see an Indian friend that is called Ali, flagging him down. He said, he said, he said, boy, you can't come in here wet though. But you could go in the back, have a man in a coffin in the back there. If you ain't afraid that, you could go in the back. And he said, mommy, ain't afraid coffin. I got to get sometime, you know. So he gone in the back, but he said, no, far from the coffin, no, yeah? And you don't know a man inside there. And they're going up the road, going and getting down. Then suddenly the rain begins to stop, like, you know, Western rain, how it comes so, stop in the same way, drip. So the man in the coffin now want to find out if rain over. So he push up the coffin, and he push out the hand, and he said, what have rain done? Boy, Bratax say you don't know what 60 miles, or you see this thing passing going. Was Ali going like the Olympics. The mouth open like he's shocked. It's like you wait on the dentist, all the teeth, you come down in the mouth. I open baby, and the Indian ears stand up straight in the head. And he heading that road going about 75 miles an hour. And all you can see the bottom where he put because he jumped on his shoes too. And you read the paper next day. One Mr. Ali was attacked by a dead man in a coffin, and the police are making investigations. Take that one, get it back. All right, so you see, so ghost stories, and that's a big part of our storytelling. So if you have a good ghost story, you can become a good ghost. Yes, a good storyteller. So all right, so and then of course, recently we had, let me take a drink. This is rum, anyway. Yeah, we started on what National World Pan Day. Right? World Pan Day, right? And of course, Trinidad has declared the steel band to be its national instrument. After all these years, we finally have the national instrument, and we finally have our own pan day. We had one before, but he did so well. Yeah, but the one now that was still on, it's legal, it's part of the documents. Yeah? That was many years ago. Then one of my first set of stories I ever wrote called Pan Rap, about how the pan was invented. Once long ago, not so long ago. And the story I telling is true. A man take a pan and with a hammer in his hand, so invented something new. It was an ordinary drum in which oil used to come. It didn't make no particular sound. One note, maybe two. You could beat it till you blew. That was all it could do for you. Then this man get the plan with the hammer in his hand and he said, you know, I think I understand. If the drum making one and the drum making two, hey, well then the drum could well make quite a few. So the man take the pan with the hammer in his hand and he stooped down there on the ground. And he hit it, and he beat it, and he stretch it, and he mark it, and the pan starts to make a new sound. Ting, 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 ting. Hey, was a do re mi and a mi re do was what you could make it play. But it sounds so sweet. You take it in the street. Was the first time they hear pans play. And all they go, the court get it wrong and they jump to the notes that they found. And none will forget how they dance and they bet on the day that the steel pan was born. And since that time, all over the land, you will hear the sweet sound of pan, where they hit it and they beat it and they stretch it and they mark it. And that man, the hammer in his hand. They make a tenor pan and they make a second pan. Then they come and make a double tenor too. They make a guitar pan and they make a cello pan. Now we're taking 100 man to make a band. They're playing do re mi and fa sol la ti do. Ain't no place the band can go. Upper class, middle class, lower class, no class. Classics. And so it was born on the streets of Trinidad. It has now gone far and wide. And there ain't no stop. And there ain't no stay. It's a sound of our people's pride. So when you hear the beat of that steel man on the street and the shuffle of 1,000 feet, remember that man with that hammer in his hand who put the first notes on a pan. Or he hit it and beat it and stretch it and mark it as he stooped down there on that ground. Or he hit it and beat it and stretch it and mark it, and the pan started to make that new sound. Ding, 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 ding. That's all the designers were. What I'm story. So pan has been, you know, everybody knows the pan. The national hero. It's part of the culture, part of many cultures. You know. But sometimes we always, like everything else, we celebrate the pan and we forget the pan man. You know, we always forget those who started it, and we focus on, you know, the thing produced, and not remember how many people really contributed in making the thing reach where it is, you know. So we can always remember that we must pay tribute to those fellas. A lot of them not known either, you know, they well known. But a lot of them who really in the early days were the ones who really made pan, that the fight to make pan survive, right? We know what the plastics and so, but those early pan men were the real heroes of pan, right? So I wrote this one, and in this poem or story, you can trace the development of steel band movement in the life of one man, right? I was there when they buried Sugar George. When he got the first piece of property he ever owned, 6 foot of hard, dry Trinidad soil, and was dust to dust and George to dust in true Trinidadian style. The Pando playing when George dead that night, beating the dark with notes so sweet, the dead man dead twice, they say. The closing eye, he breathed out, he was so God, George gone. Then they panted to high. The opening, I say, pan father, then dead to hell and gone home. A fitting end for Sugar George. He was a man, a real man, and more than that, a steel band man. They say sugar cut the neighbor string on an extra drum that still had oil. Because as long as you can remember your beating pan, all kind of pan, from small you mix with big man. Like a dog among doctors with sugar. What do you mind wants to do? I could see no in a short pants, no show any foot, no shirt on the back. Standing on a box to reach the base, or holding a pen in his lap, hiding his face. All you could see when he pan back and two dry foot sticking out. Or while the rest of them was dancing, Mr. Sugar was beating. While the rest of them was drinking, Mr. Sugar was beating. Yeah? They even don't want to say how the pan was haunted. Because people get pan 5 in the morning and nobody gonna find out. Till one morning they find Sugar sleeping between two pigs with a tenor in his stomach. And through the years, Sugar grew. And with Sugar, the pan grew. And in them days when pan men fight, Sugar learned to fight. There's no one to pull a blade as fast as Sugar do, and he cut and he get cut too. But people respect Sugar. He fight when he had to, and because he had to. They say when band clash and fight start, Sugar take care of the pan first. Like a baby used to wrap it up and hide it. Sometimes in the canal, sometimes in the bush. And woe to the man touched the pan of Sugar jaws. I remember the night that Sugar really lived. But a panorama night, people for so Savannah around jam with gold. Every band in Trinidad was there. I heard music that night till I stupid. Then Sugar band come out to play. It was a classical, a high class classical, and Sugar was a legend. When they started, the place was noisy. But that music in the court, everything went quiet. Was the sweetest music Trinidad ever heard. And way up in the air, the band was the sweetest tenor this side of heaven. Was Sugar. You know, you find like a statue of stone. You're hearing, you're seeing, you're feeling. The whole world where he was that sweet tenor and he beat, and he beat, and he beat. And he's Savannah falling in love with Sugar that night. The gate man stand up with the mouth open, 3,000 people getting free right here, man. I won't say, Lord Jesus, Africa man there. And Sugar keep on playing. They say how the tenor reached heaven that night. And oh God, and said Peter smiled. Was a night I could never forget. I know Sugar dead and gone. And I see him lying there in the bed, the greatest tenor man in Trinidad, as poor as the day he born, yet richer than any millionaire, more respected than any politician. But Sugar was a something or somebody. He was part of a plan that we even begin to understand where we people going. Eh? Where we people going? Before he died, the boys wanted to be quiet for Sugar. But you see, none of that stupid is beat pan. So they beat when he's sick, and they beat when he's dying, and they beat when he's dead. And when they finally put Sugar away, every band in Trinidad play. And they make me way to the rum shop to walk out right, to buy a last one on Sugar head. I swear to Jesus, I could hear Sugar tenor playing softly and Sugar laughing. Where you dead, Sugar boy? Where you dead? There we go. Yeah, sometimes one of the best piece I've ever written now is the Sugar. Because the story behind this piece was when I went back to Trinidad in the early days, I worked really in Trinidad in 1974, you know. And I was in a newsroom at the time. And they were going up to Laventille to introduce Spree Simon. Spree Simon is one of the early inventors of the steel line. And we were trying to say, let's do some documentaries, and he said he put it there. So we went up and interviewed Spree Simon. So I went up to Laventille and sat there in the room and listened to that interview Spree Simon. And when I went home, I wrote Sugar Yours. And why I say the best piece, you know, when you write sometimes, you write and you change piece, you take out that piece, you change. I never did that. From start to finish with one writing, and I never changed maybe my spelling maybe. But the whole piece was written in one straight piece, you know. This is why people call it a piece of inspired writing. So anytime people ask what's the best piece, I think that is one that for me, you know, Sugar Yours. Right. So look at the pan, they have emancipation, they have love of country, right? I like to write about things that bring us together, you know, looking at the positive. And one of the things that bring us together is Carnival. We got Carnival, which is everything is working in nice. You know, you had emancipation, family, and now you had Carnival. Because Carnival is one thing that brings all of us together, right? But the thing is that some people feel that because you come from the West Indies, you're supposed to like Carnival. But not all of us like Carnival, is it? There are some people born to play, and some people want to look on. I want to look on. I've had some bad experiences with Carnival. The first band I ever played, a band called Horrors of Dracula, but real horrors. The van was so small, the van went to the savannah in a taxi. Our van is only van with individual of the year. They know no ordinary small van. They say, boy, you too stupid, my friend, get a small van for them small thing. Go and play historical mass. I say, how? They say, go and get a history van. So I go on and sign up with a band. They say they're playing the glories that was Greece. They tell me, I am Mars, the god of war. But in those days, people have to make everybody making a costume for themselves, right? So a man make a helmet for me. Tell me, Mars, the god of war, I have to get a Roman helmet with a big long tall thing. But like the man who make a helmet cocky eye. And when I put on my helmet, the front one left, the back one right. Like the front back to the back. I look like I had a bolt of lightning on top of my head. I had a headache for about 6 months after carnival. I said, no, this is it. I'm not playing carnival. This is crazy. He said, boy, you should boy. One place Sailor Mass. That is carnival. Sailor Mass. I said, oh, they say one place Sardina. No, Sardina is one of the greatest Sailor Mass players in Trinidad. So I say, one place Sardina, Sailor Mass. So I go on down to Diego Martin, Sardina Mass Camp, and ask him, please, I want to join. They're playing something called A Sailor is a Sailor. They tell me I can get into the drunken sailor section. I say, nice. So I sign up for the drunken sailor section. Tell me, come and pick up my costume early Monday morning, you know, pick up plane in the evening. Come down, you go and get my costume. I go in the mass camp, ask my costume, please. I see the girl go in the back, come back with something that looked like an engagement ring box. My costume was in that. $500 worth of costume and engagement ring box. And like the man who make facade, he knows nothing but size. I have purple bell bottom pants, 3 foot in front, 3 foot behind. Well, so it look like an axe swinging. See, the cap so small. When I put it on, look like a tube of Colgate toothpaste. Tank top so small, I got to bend to stick the tank top there, so if I do so, it fly out of my belly. Gloves so small, I got to keep my hands, so if I do so, gloves gone. So see me talking about carnival evening, jumping up. See, the cap pull down like a potty in my head. I bend like a safety pin to keep my tank top there. I have my hand like that to keep my gloves and jumping up so. I don't know what we do. I wonder he born so he had an accident. I say, this is the time playing carnival again. They say, you stupid. I play them kind of Sailor Mass. Go and play Edmund Hart. He plays for fun. You know, plenty women, nakedness, will have a good time. They don't play to win, they play for fun. Go and play with Edmund Hart. So stupid me, go on and sign up with Edmund Hart. He plays something called Tribute to Broadway, all the different movies. I get into Mary Poppins. You can imagine me playing Mary Poppins? Edmund Hart, give me a red and white fried pan, look like I'm selling chicken at Royal Castle. Give me a white tank top, a red cap, a white gloves, a big scarf from it, and a broomstick, and tell me I'm a chimney sweep in Mary Poppins. And I had to walk by myself 12 o'clock midday hot sun to meet the band. You ever walk by yourself in a costume when nobody knows what you are? It's the most embarrassing thing. Taxi stopping, dog on the bike here, the lost the band, boy, they jab, that. Boy, see, everybody just drive to meet the band now when everybody walking. But in the case of the costume, you can't tell who is it anyway, so it don't matter anymore. So I say, see that I done. They say, boy, twist your go and put a steam on. Pan is the foot of carnival. You know, without foot, costume can't move. So go and play with a steel band. Say, how they say, go and play two-way, boy. Two-way. That is carnival. You may say. They say, go and play with invaders. So I say, where to find invaders? They tell me, go up Calgary Road, you see, I told the people looking lost. That is where invaders is. So carnival Monday morning, about 4 o'clock, I gone up Calgary Road. Looking to ask, I see, everybody asked them, where's invaders? Everybody lost. So we eventually find invaders. So I go on and jump up with invaders. Let me tell you something. Invaders is the slowest jumping band I ever jump up in my life. We leave the camp about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, we still coming on the gates. A real social band, everybody know everybody else, right? How the children, how your madam? How your friends? Hey, how your mother, she dead? Your father, he dead too? How you dead, boy? People carry on big conversation in the bank, men signing contract, and you know, call card. I said, but it's not carnival. Eh? I said, no. I'm done. I said, listen. They say, what you have to do, do like that. We don't go nowhere. We just go down and I tell them I was going to watch it on TV. They say, no, come with us. Go down, put it on your food, right? and you can see all the bands passing, you're getting all the dust like, reality TV, you get all them things, right? Right? Say, good. So I go on this year with this group, say, we go on and we're going to put out food. You see that job. When it comes to food now, Carnival time, everybody turns chef. You notice that?
Yes.
Who never cook in their life, they cook Carnival day. And that's when they're very generous. Have a piece. All that nasty food. Have a piece. Have a piece. You never talk to you about waiting Carnival day. Have a piece. Have a drink. What kind of we don't think have a drink. Have a drink. Because you want to be generous. Have a Carnival, they want to kill you and things, but never mind that. Carnival day, they're generous. I see them nasty food. I see yellow pilau, green pilau, proper pilau. I see pilau don't feed. Rice get best and the feed walk out. Yeah? But my people were the worst. They cook sauce. Now, see, sauce is not any and everybody could cook sauce. Sauce has to do with the right kind of pig. They see the acidity in the bones. Carnival time, any pig pass? Sauce. We had a pig of experience. It's the hardest sauce I ever eaten in my life. Yeah? And when they bring my plate, they're an aquarium, everything's floating, nothing dancing. They're like the aquarium they bring it for me. And then clean the whole the sauce, bro. And I hair sticking out the sauce. It's the only place I see people foam in the sauce. I said they tried to kill me. They tried to kill me. They say, boy, you're too stupid. Make money. What are you spending money for? Make money. You say how they say, open a bar. Open a bar. Make money. That's a good idea. So with this kind of we get a big steel band drum. Turn it upside down and put all kind of drinks. You see all kind of drinks inside there and ice on top. Inside the bar, what 30 degrees below zero inside there, right? And we see this big band come up the stage. Everybody more white, they're so thirsty. I want to play. I want that there. I push down my hand in that ice, 30 degrees below zero. All the thing over crack. When I bring it up, you see, I don't like that brand now. I want the next one. I said, no, they're trying to kill me. So they said to me, boy, you're too stupid. A man like you went to university. What do you play all kind of stupid mass for? Go and play intellectual mass. I said, oh, go and play Peter Mitchell. Play concept. You don't know what you're playing, but the hell with them. They're playing concept. You go find out later, just play it. That's all right. I go back to Peter Mitchell. Big band, intellectual mass. Me and I won't do waiting again. I go on. Now, when you go by Mitchell and Spark, play these big bands, you have to look at all the costumes. Forget the name of the band. Look at all the costumes lined up on the wall. And when you reach your right, whatever day you play that, right? So go by the camp, boy, see all kind of masks and things. I see $10,000, $5,000, come back, see $800. Say my mask is right here. Something called Milky Way. Major plays signs of the zodiac, all the moon and stars and all the planets. Right? I get into Milky Way. Now let me tell you something. When you see all them nice and you look nice on the wall, the drawing, Milky Way look nice. But remember, you do not look like so in real life. What on the wall there, men who been in the gym for years, right? So I believe you fat thing when put on costume, you immediately turn it up, beautiful thing like you don't. You're out in for carnival, you'll be out after carnival. But we really want to put on a costume, change anything on the wall, you do not change, right? So we get the Milky Way. No, Milky Way is a nice outfit. Then mention give us a white sailor outfit because it's a Milky Way. Sailor outfit with stars, all kind of stars over it. You get a Spider-Man mask and a big pom on top of the head. Now you look good in the joint. But I tell you, Spider-Man, have a white man with a straight nose to play Spider-Man. When we put on the Spider-Man mask, the nose flap, nod, my head, go behind me and a little dog, and I look like I'm going to rob the bank any minute. This is it. I'm done, I'm finished. They say, boy, you stupid. Do like us. We don't spend no money. We go in town, put our money in your pocket, and we wait in the banks. Everybody in the bank, we jump in, and we jump out. We jump up with everybody in town, spend no money, and have a good time. I say, but that makes sense. So this kind of money, say, ready for them, boy. Going downtown, money in my back pocket, the wrong thing in my side pocket, and I'm waiting for the banks. But I make a mistake, I jump in the wrong band first. I see a big band coming down the road, about 3,000 women in this band, boy. And all I mean in the gym, they're big. Everybody watch you and you come and you see the band coming down. Mark Williams coming down. And he playing vegetables of all things. You will see potato, dashi, yam, tankin, banana, bread. But you will see very like a salad coming down the road. I jump in the potato section. Oh God, I get between 220 pound potato, I get mashed flash. The last thing I remember, they put him in the ambulance. I better watch me say, you play mashed potato. And that was my carnival experience, okay. All right, so we're not going to come to that little section, we here. We talk about launching a book, right? And, you know, storyteller, we tell our stories, but stories are not just for children, stories for everybody. But we always think of children when we say storytelling, you know. This is for the child in us, what all of us are very children inside, you know. But anytime you say storytelling, you think of children. And I have always written children's stories, but never put them out as children's stories. They're just part of the collection. But I have quite a few that I wrote as part of collection. I never put it. So this will be the second one, I think, and putting out as a separate book. But so I'd like to just start by just doing 2 of the stories that led me up to this book, in a sense, right? Sometimes they tell me, you know, I've been doing this for over 50 years. I've not been to all kinds of schools over here, all kinds of things. And when you go yourself, what kind of audience like tonight? What kind of audience will be there? First thing you ask, you know, what kind of audience, you know, so you know what kind of story to do. Right? So what kind of children? Oh man, the children understand you, man, no problem. They want to come in the school, and they any damn thing to get to the school. So you ask, but I want to give a group of one who we're talking to. Yeah, children understand you, man. When I get in the put in this class, this big room, and I see them little children start to come in. All them have big nervous stuff on their back. And they come in show for them. And you know, and they're looking at me, you know, right there, they're coming in and marching 2 by 2 into the class. And they sit down watching, you know, you got to entertain them, right? So I call them the pamper crowd. The pamper crowd is something that is from 3 to 6 years old. They're free to show you how they feel. The pamper crowd. The pamper, not really forget the pamper. I remember that word, but now, the pamper crowd come marching in 200 at a time. Left, right, all in one straight line. Teacher tell them to behave, they're going to see a show. The pamper crowd just happened. They're not in school no more. Some chat, some sing, some wander around, some really couldn't care less. Some get back to teacher, she won't let them make a mess. And teacher only when you don't like fall out in the yard. Because to keep up with the pamper crowd, you have to work real hard. Johnny want to go back to, Harry lost his socks. Just so George get hungry. That's when Sam opened the box. Somehow some not cockroach. Nobody can tell you why. And when you open up, you should see them cockroach fly. When he nearly caused a riot, he beheaded and scream and shout. They had to call security to put the cockroach out. But at last, they started to quiet down the glitter here and there. 200 eyes watching the stage for whatever to appear. And when you see I walk out, if you hear them scream and shout, take about half an hour for the pamper crowd to drop. I tell them about the Nancy, about Bible and the cat. I see I well impressed them. Not one man break up like this. When I do that for the seat, some told for more. And every time I turn around, 2 going on the door. The pamper crowd may not know much already going on. When it comes to appreciation, they will bring the ceiling down. They give the big ovation, I hear one single booth, except for one little fellow who someone lost his shoe. They tell me they love the show. Some ask for autograph. Some say, sir, you must come again. You really make us laugh. The pamper crowd is something else. From 3 to 6 years old. They're afraid to show you what they feel. The pamper crowd will do. And when you have to deal with them, it is not always fun. Because keeping up with that age group is easier said than done. When you feel like giving up, let me remind yourself out loud that you and me, all of us, were once the pamper crowd. You know one thing about storytelling, you know, that sometimes you start one story and you're going to another story. But that's all part of the fun, you know. But okay, coming to children right now, I've had some bad experiences with christenings, you know, so I'll tell this one. You see, you notice people always come and ask you to be Godfather. They never ask you to be father, notice that. And sometimes they do ask you to be Godfather, they ask you to stand for the child. No, it have stand, you understand? So let's get someone ask me for stand for the child. I say, sure, man, why? She says Sunday. I say, where? She did in church. If only then I realize christening she talking about. But I say, okay, she begged me. I say, okay, I will be Godfather for the child. So ask him, what do you call him, child? She said, Tim. I said, that's a nice name. That's short for Timothy. She said, Timotheus. You see, the name Theophilus Tobias Timotheus Thomas. Well, that's when I know I should have backed out of the business. But she begged me. I said, all right, I will be Godfather for Timothy. Let me tell you about this question. In the first place, I reached late. Coming out my house, going down here, I meet an old lady called Mother coming up. You ever notice you never meet old ladies going down here? They're always coming up. Like they walk with their own personal hill to climb all over the place. And they're smart, you know. They walk and stick at gears. Mother had a forward Yamaha walking stick. You ever watch an old lady come over here? When he do so, she move a little bit soon, and she put his second, and do so, she more than and she was she shocked a little bit like that, you know. And do so, she gone again. So I come to here, Mother coming up. I say, morning, Mother, how you doing? She say, well, I say, where you going? She say, the shop. I say, what else? She say, no. Then she put in reverse. Next thing I see Mother going back down there. But by the time I get Mother up there and in the shop, I'm late. The Mother has three problems. She can't see too well, she can't hear too well, and she memory bad. So anytime you go somewhere, you have to help Mother go. So by the time I get to church, everybody begs, especially Timothy, godmother. If I know she was the godmother, I would never go in that church. You have some women like crying everything, crying wedding, crying wake, crying sex examination. And not all she want to cry so much I had to borrow tears. So I talked to her about it and she get vexed. So from the time she see me, she don't want to show me Timotheus. See, but I'm the godfather, I'm watching there. He showed me Timotheus. Never see Timotheus. But he wasn't a only baby. It's kind of baby, you can't tell whether it's a boy or a girl. So you don't know whether you're the uncle or aunt, right? And you want them, you know, dribbly babies, like a dribble, you have dribbly baby. Dribble on me, dribble on the godmother, you dribble on the godfather, you dribble on the priest. You know, Timotheus, so you dribble only so he vomit. So I have to hold Timotheus like garbage. You want to put on the garbage, you want to smell it? So I hold Timotheus like this bag of garbage now. I look on the church, I realize now 10 babies getting baptized, a big thing that morning, big Christmas thing. The other Asian baby saying, coo, and the Indian baby saying, hurry, 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 hurry. And Jamaica saying, right, boy. That's the Chinese baby, forward ever, backward never. There are three Trinidadian babies. One saying, we must do better, one saying, a damn seat for you. And while these babies, they know, they're carrying on conversation. No, babies know to talk, we just don't understand. It's when a baby just born, he just come from God. So you have all kind of God intelligence, but you go on, you're not talking. So you're very bright, and then you get, as you go, you get stupider, and you go to school and start to get brighter and brighter and brighter, then get back to God. Like, yeah, God does so. But when they just keep God, they're full of God intelligence, and God understand, but they just get to talk. So the babies can have a conversation. One say, one here, they want to say, breast is best. And one day before the bottle is easier to wash out. And once all your problem going, boy, they bring me one second hand thing, embarrassing, man, embarrassing. But I was thinking that my mother's so cheap, we need buy pampers of a big man like me, dapper, thing took me bumpy all morning. Now here on the baby say, I want the number one. And the baby say, I want the number two. And the baby say, I want to do something, but I can't remember the number, boy. So while these babies carrying on this conversation now, I look in the front of the church, I see a fellow called Rufus sitting on there. Now, Rufus is about 90 years old. Rufus spent about 50 to 90 years in jail. Rufus had his nail. I said, Rufus, you the godfather? He said, no, come to get baptized. But that's when I knew I should have back out of the business. Rufus had the whole year to get baptized. Why did they have godfather? But 40-looking child called Timotheus. With all them funny child in the church, he come to get baptized. And he bring godmother, a woman called Identity, and his godfather, a fellow called Pixie Willie. And that is when the trouble started. That Rufus tell father that the Bible says, unless you become as one of these little ones, thou shalt not enter the kingdom of heaven. So Rufus want father to pick him up now and pour the water over here. Father say no way. Father say you know say you must pick up no baby over 10 pounds. So you know how to pick up Rufus? Me. I am 30 and pretty really pick up Rufus. As father about to pour the water over, Rufus said, I hear a voice in the back say, I want water from saltfish. Mother mistake the church for the shop. Coming in the back, changing gears and asking for saltfish. And did it turn around to ask for saltfish, level Rufus. Rufus called the middle of the water. Only splash. All the baby get baptized one time. And Timotheus managed to do everybody in the church. Right. Okay, so I think we are on that point where we're going to launch in this book, right? And I'd like to call Dr. Cox. Dr. Cox, let's say a few words before we do what we have.
This, I've heard this story over and over again, over many, many years. Over so many years. And it was good to have a refresher today to read it before I came here. Because I have all the books piled up there. I said, let me go back and see and read the story. And just as Paul has used all the strings from all over the place, and he came here and used a lot of strings in over 50 years coming to Toronto, way out back in the 80s. And he's been coming back and forth until times changed. In those days, we were young and fresh and had energy, and you could come. And I remember Paul coming and performing on the same stage with Miss Lou. Yes. And they, so many weeks passed, so many times passed that he came up, and everybody knows about the Kumbaya Festival, which was a landmark of an occasion. He was there with storytellers from all over, 16 storytellers, and we had such fun. Paul has enhanced our festivals in Toronto and in many places where I have gone. I was in England, everybody knew who Paul Keanes was. No matter where you went, you called and somebody started laughing. And so it is so good to have Paul back here with us after all this time. And it recalls so many times that we've had so much fun and learned so much and have all those books. I went to 2 years ago to a school performance, and there was a little girl about 9 years old doing the story of Tanti Moore. And I know, you must know who Tanti Moore is, and you must know all of that. I keep telling Paul we have to revive Paul Keanes, Auntie Moore. And my suggestion is to him is Tanti Moore took no prisoners. She was daring. She said what she wanted, and she told you off if she wanted. Or when she didn't like something, she let you have it. Well, I am suggesting to Paul, and I'm serious, I am a techno idiot. So anything you tell me about the password and all of those things, I get frustrated. And I could see Tanti Moore cussing her head off and telling everybody. I want Paul to do that story. How many times I've asked him to do that? That he do stories. And so many stories are really about us and our idiosyncrasy. It's wonderful to hear it in the special dialect, which we can all understand, which is a very great part of it. But it's also to think of, it's all about us. When you really think of the stories and about it, it's all about kind of silly things that we do, serious things that we do. In this year of the PAN, I could see a whole concept about the PAN that Paul has written. So many stories. I am so happy that he's come with all the strings of all the stories that he has told through the years over so many parts of the world, and that he's come to bring it and launch it here in Toronto with us. So, Paul, thank you for returning to Toronto. And you talked about 50 years. There's more than 50 years he's been coming to us. And so it's nice to be here 50 plus years later to be able to celebrate another book that he has written and has shared with us. So thank you very much for coming. Congratulations on launching the book in Toronto. And here we've added another gem to your collection and to our collection of storytelling. And so I'm helping to revive the storytelling art. Our oral tradition is alive and well. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
We that in part doing everything, you know, we all on the same train ever since, you know. When we string on, I just had it right here, nice piece of string. A red piece of string, I just take it off the box. I bet you buy, but take that string. Like, but you can't see a piece of string and leave it alone, eh? Mr. Lane saying missing string from quite in the shop. The string from the bread bag gone. People are up past the budget to begging them a string buy, but what you do with all that string? You're starting what? A string bank. You have 15 miles string buy, but don't tell me you flying kite again. No. I have to talk about it. The woman can only take so much Bible. I promise your father not to say nothing, but I have to talk, man. Bible class, I gave you $5. My last $5. You buy crochet thread for your kite. The thread costs more than the kite, but didn't mind. I want you to have better string than all the little ragamuffin friends you like I mean. But Bible, you didn't have no heart, you had no conscience. You meant to say, me and spend the $5. Oh, you think I know when you spend the $5, I'm going to gather all kind of nasty string, or you know, when it come out and it's that you take and fly your kite, Bible, you know, near David say when your kite go up in the air, Bible, people couldn't tell the difference between the string and the tail. They say never see strings or red string, green string, yellow string, pink string, black string, white string, all join up. Then I could still hear the people laugh. Bible that laugh, 2 points, but inside my heart, one me boy, my heart, one me. And of course, Bible, you couldn't stay on the flat like everybody else. Oh no. You had to run up the hill, Mr. Shaw, by what? So you could run down and take off a kite to touch the zone. Oh yes. I watch you go from the time you say, come and through till the time you stop the door. After that, I couldn't watch no more. They tell me, or you hold your toe on your ball like a cow, eh? And the kite have begged your father to buy you. The kite stupid just like you. It could have fallen in the sea, could have fallen in the river, could have fallen in that dustbin, but not Mr. Bible kite. Bible, your kite fall in the middle of that tongue, boy. You try to hold on the rooftop, in the yard, in the garden, on the car, all kind of nasty drink, green drink, whether 3 years drink, bring the all kind of drink, all join up, eh? Bible, the mayor says the only time the tongue unite, eh? And now you say you're gonna fly kite, eh? Bible taking them 3 days to roll up your string. It will take me 300 years to take the shame out my eye. And you're going and say a flying kite. Bible even catch you one little piece of string so. Just one little piece of string so. Hanging you right up there from the road. Herbert, you hear the from me again? Timber. I think what you got my daughter Tara to stand Tara. Yes, sure. Tara did all the beautiful illustrations and we find the book, you know. And this is something we plan to do for years, you know. So sometimes it's not so much a book, it's just the fact that you make it happen. It doesn't matter whether you sell 1,000 or sell 2 copies in that sense of the word. It's just the fact that, you know, when you have an idea comes to fruition and you can hold it in your hand, that is the important thing. That it's you know, to me, books, when I write a book is so important. If I see people bending my book, I'm going to take it back from them and get them the money, you know. I'll be so vexed because they're not respecting the book. You know, people bend a book and your nice book, you take all the years and they cover the pen and put on the seat and sit on it. I don't want to take back the glass book and say, you can't finish the book, that is me inside it, the cover is me, the back. And the reader said, no, you understand? Yeah, to the person who writes a book, and the book is a very, very personal thing. So we remember that. And someone is slave over this thing and make it happen. They happen by magic, you know what I mean? And if I gotta talk about books, this is the kind of thing I talk about. You know, a book to me, just to make a whole finished thing in your hand is just enough, you know. I am an author. You know, I have published, you know. And you know how nice they say I have published, I'm an author, you know. Some people don't they get make a book, they one copy they want, they print it out, they care what they 99, just need 1 copy. Well, this is our author, you know, our author, she writes, you know, and she can the queen meets and say, our author. And in the island, also many all get introduced to the queen and so on, but you're the only one, really. So anyway, that's just a side story to a story. But the very thing about String Bank is a true story. Because I had a friend named Ivan too, and who used to have, as children, we played these games of war. In those days, Robin Hood and Ivanhoe and so friends. Was no using machine gun and thing, you know. And our games was Robin Hood, and we used to have these gangs fighting each other, you know. And Bibles running down and stuff. So all these things find themselves into the story, but they all part of your life, you know. So, and then the string man is a true story. I did that as a boy, joining all these strings together, collecting strings of the flying like kites. Of course, you had all the different color string, you couldn't choose your color. But anybody drop a string, you put it and you add it to your board, you know. So all this, growing up, but it is really about kite flying is something that's so important to us in the old days, you know. So important to be able to build your own kite and make a kite and put it up in the air and have it flying. Sometimes we flying cocoa leaf, we flying exercise leaf. You know, we didn't have all the fancy toys and all and they're going on these things. We made our toys, we played outside, kite flying kept you outside. But the important thing that Vibut's mother is there. Again, Vibut, you fly kite again, but she look into the window. And your mother is always a loving mother. She cusses and all kind of thing, but there's love in that corridor. When she's shouting at Vibut, I'll hang you up. You know, your mother said, I'll kill you, and the mother then. But they don't mean it. They don't mean kill in that sense, no? Because, but it's a love. You hear the love in the voice, you know? So it's a mother saying for you know, people think, but they don't understand. We're university, you know, you could go on. So part of this story. So when you hear a story like Springbank, it is not for you to read it, it's a performer. You perform for your child, right? You take it and you become a performer, and you give it to your child performing back for you. So something you can use as a book, you know. So, but the important thing is that we going back into kite flying, go to outside the house, go outside, you know, have to get outside, you know. And when you hear kite bust, you know how hard it is to hear kite falling in the distance, and whoever find the kite is there, then. So the kite gone and gone, you don't get, you know. But it is all part of growing up and knowing how to lose things, you know, all part of, in a way, we're training ourselves and learning all kind of messages. There's some simply flying kites, you know. But the important part here is that the parent is involved in the you're outside playing with your mother was making sure you where you went to it. Might not have known it, but she was keeping an eye on you or some neighbor looking at you. I'm going on the road and even Johnny and then yeah, don't get me in, but I'm gonna take care then. Never mind, you go away, go enjoy yourself. Don't worry to come back, you know. I'm gonna take care. And you play in the yard, right? Anyway, that one point of that. Yes, so that's the capital that bring back, and this is my intention to take a few more. We shall have quite a few of these kind of stories that are in collections, and I'm not been taking in this kind of way to be using the so it's something to do as we get older, as we mature. As I say, we're not getting old, we just mature gracefully, and we expect so much more. So thank you very much for being here, for coming and sharing with us, and thank Isaac for making all this possible this evening that we here.
Yes, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Very entertaining, and you are a legend in the Caribbean and international as well. So I want to thank you. Round of applause, everyone. And we also want to thank your daughter, Tara, and urge you, please. Yes. So on behalf of the Blackhurst Cultural Center and a different book, so we just wanted to give you a token of our appreciation, some flowers. AOCO, we have to also say it in French. Le Centre culturel de Blackhurst vous apprécie pour tout.
Thank you. Terry, you wanted to say anything? Yeah, can we ask Terry to say something? Yeah, sure. Yeah, because the illustrator is like, a storyteller and all that going on too in the book. The architect and
yeah, I'm really proud of this. I'm still on maternity leave and I've accomplished this many late nights in my bed, all on this side, color pencil, flashlight. So it's been, I'm embarrassed to say, maybe 10 years in the making. Daddy has asked me to work on this, and it started with little sketches, little drawings, and I'm not sure that we ever worked with Daddy, but it's hard to work with family. A lot of opinions and back and forth, so I was so glad that, I think it's the first image in the book, this one, which I actually did maybe 7 years ago. But that was the catalyst where Daddy actually agreed to something. And then we kind of took it from there, and I, worked with color pencils, acrylics, a little bit of computers, and yeah, and string bound, and I love the story, and I was happy to be able to illustrate it, and I love my dad. Thank you.
Right, yeah. So I do.
Yes, so this is the final time, we're gonna have some refreshments and all kind of good things, meet some friends. I'll make sure you buy the book, do performance at night, right? Practice in the shower, practice at some point. But the wonderful thing is that anytime that we document, we live forever. So you found so many ways to live forever, eh? In our stories and now the documentation. And once again, Dr. Paul Keys Douglas. I was looking at you the whole time and I was trying to think, what is it about you that I know? And you make those dynamic cakes. This is a woman that could make a cake. If I were to say to her, I want you to make a cake of 77 Batter Street in 30 seconds. I'm not even playing with this now. Down to the carpet. And I forgot your name, sister. Yvette. Oh, I forgot that. I'm Yvette. You are so skilled. So the whole time I'm thinking about creativity, wise that I know you, but the detail of your cakes, you die for. They taste good too. Nothing's bad. Oh, that's right. Like you're like talking about cake and you're sitting in front of her. Oh, this is the black cake turtle soup and other dilemmas. A lot of authors in the house sitting. All right. So when you have the signing table up here, you're on the hot spot. Goodies coming up, stretch your legs, some music, party with air party like you just don't care. You know what I'm playing right now?
Yeah, with my beautiful wife, with the gentleman in mid. Talk about Paul Keys Douglas and his storytelling. And yeah, his storytelling ways and the spin. So the book Spin by Hand launched today with that title Salute across the community center. It was community center. And we are so happy to be part of the process of this event. With Paul Keys Douglas being here. Yeah. So yeah, we're here today and we
another wonderful evening, lovely sight and laughter, and all of storytelling. The excitement was in the world, in retelling, I should say, famous stories that I've always been to.
Right.
But every time you share it, it's so new and refreshed.
Right.
It's just like.
So you would be Trinidad and Paul Keys Douglas. You would be Trinidad. You wanted to I was actually in the
in my let's say my influence, I remember the name program something where I think it was around like level 2. It would come across, they would put on the radio to run, and then it would always be some type of story, any one of those sometimes it was I didn't get it always different input sections.
Right.
And we would have to support. And we would have to listen. And broadcast. It's going to be like a broadcast computer. It's like 105, when it's coming over at that time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But growing up and listening to podcasts all the time. One of my favorite talking stories party night. Something more.
Okay.
We brought in like, and nobody knows who, like, you won't invite nobody, only thing you want to have. When you end up in the whole group to the party, you guys have you're in party, you don't go on a party.
Everything out of there. I can't say push the boundaries. If I have a fever, because I think here one of the this one. But then maybe another one is like no, maybe everyone has a different spin. A different spin. Even when you go to the string, you know. There's a brand some part of your mic tonight,
Right.
It means something of
yes.
You know. So every story has a part.
For example, I mean, come back. When kids and just change. What is the another thing I asked I wanted us to like about him is typical. So, Bible is a great character story, and third match is another nice one I like. Third match we had the christening again of the men. Nice one. And everybody goes dropping in, one time. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are done at the Black Horse Community Center. A different bookies 777 Butler Street, and supporting the rest of us. Spring back the book was by brothers 10 years to this point, and we are so happy to be part of this session, bringing the Porking Douglas live here. So, ladies and gentlemen, one of the people we have a lot of fun, and
always want to talk about
yes.
It's always different. You know, another thing I like, that was a while ago. Another thing I like is all this kind of forms of art. You know, I would say that sometimes when they talk about that, they only want the message to be music or maybe to dance. But there's other types of art. They could talk about anything, you know. One, you can take one of the take class. Different from what arts to express. Art as an art for the, you know, expression. You know, it's something that I want to promote and the art you know, as you said before, you know, stay with here, you know, be informed about you know, what's happening, you know, different stories that it die with us, but it should also continue with our children, you know, we have to pass it on to them, like, you know, pass it on to their generation. You know, it's just like keep culture, tradition, formalize, you know.
Tonight is our children. We're here at Black Horse Community Center. There's a 70 the Black Horse Community Center. So many events. We're looking for Black author, right here, to come down.
Definitely, just come and check out. If not for yourself, for your children.
For your children.
And they have at the island. And if they into politics, they hook it up as well, you know, they have everything, you know. So have your party, you also have in different events. You always don't have different things going on. If pass again, you don't see anything, but you can still find out when is the next
event. We'll see how community these things, of things happening or things to happen. So you always on top of everything, and I'm bringing out everybody to come out and part of this cultural events that we have, and informative stuff too, right? But I think the young grant, he was he's an artist himself. He always have this right here. So, gentlemen, my wife and my daughter is here. Very tired. You know, all in all, we enjoy coming here today and being part of this event. For me, it's a really good thing. I love that because I get to meet all things in person. So, you know, you always have somebody you want to meet, right? And this is one person that you hear, you play stories on the radio, and now you get to meet him. Okay, so I'm not even a short one.
I want to say sometimes you're trying to see somebody's artists, you know, and events so but it's not a bigger chance, you know, when you go to this different form gathering special, you know, it's not personal, you know, you get a, you know, a more close and unique, you know, feel, you know. So when you just sorry, you know.
You come on down every time, you know, just imagine a friend, or let's check the North Page or John Kelly's page, you'll find something there to talk about, something to read about, and something to go from the General Food. So we encourage you to study with the General Food and, you know, getting better and getting bigger. New people will more and please don't forget to go on our website for that General page. And also, you know, available on Radio Garden as James tuning as well. Of course, our guests in the so my I mean, the city is here in this
strains, right? I would say, you know, and it was in between, even inside, you know.
Right.
I just appreciate the fact that people come and share, and that, you know, it just brought that childhood, you know, experience, that childhood memory, that childhood, yeah, you know, feeling, and that hopefulness.
Yes. We don't hear again, I can see the crowd the water. Come here, get a book of the still. We still have a street, and we're here. Anytime, whenever we followers, this is a book I guess so it's a wonderful place, wonderful community. There's much more. We're talking about I just study, you know, the life about the Yonkers Community Center, and we're talking about the Lagos Center. Please sign all the books. We get some time with it. So stay tuned, don't go nowhere, enjoy some of the music and we're back on. And back
you know, as we always get the station, you know, education is liberation. That's what we're all about. Always keeping our viewers informed You know, as I always say, whenever we do here at the station, you know, we always keep it in mind. And it's all about uplifting, you know. We want to be a station that encourage and motivate our listeners, as well as keep them informed. And, you know, we want to keep our community informed and also to grow. So, you know, thank you for being with us. Thank you for being a part, you know, and thank you for your continued support.
All right, please, don't forget to check out Ola's Kitchen Food Service on Brookwood Avenue, from Monday to Sunday. Every other Sunday is brunch. Again, Ola's Kitchen Food Service on Brookwood Avenue. And don't forget, man, you know, we have some great speakers among us. We have Hannah, you have Hudson George. So listen to them, right? Also be part and parcel of our culture. All right, Carnival just finished, but when Carnival is still a brighter day. I'm hoping to have him here too one day. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna walk around, talk to some people, and have a wonderful day. Don't go nowhere. You too. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Ready to go in? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, right here. Yeah. I'll probably put them up there. I'm gonna send them up there with him because the camera piece up there and everything. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go the mic up there and just. Richard. As long as I'm lead. Okay. Oh, yeah, I thought you were
Right. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yes. Yes.
If I'm not talking. And then, just crushed over there. Yeah. I've been done all this.
Yeah, you hit her.
Oh, you see, and I'm putting this one here, John. All right. Huh? Oh, and that one is the curry, the little spice on it. Oh, that's one. Yeah, there's a people that are curry. You want to save it here?
Church fair. Yeah, seen madam. She just need to come and To come this way?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. All right.
I believe there is some money, you know. If it's not some money, you want to put it in a plate? Or you want to just go and pick it up? Go on, it's a money. Want something from my bag? Want something from my bag? Let's say you want his wallet. If I don't want his wallet. You have juice there? And you want juice? You look at me,
All right, guys. I'm here and I got my coffee of spring back for the coffee Douglas, by Kings Douglas. Again, the book was launched today at the different business. The Blackmouse Community Center, 777 Water Street in Toronto. So here we are with Coffee Douglas. I'm so happy, so excited to have one of these books. And I'm not going to stand it for you. We're talking to him again. But it's really nice. So, look at the guys, those kite lovers, and kite fans, customers, really get a copy of Streamline, Coffee Douglas. I was today's making the daughter is no speaker of book. So again, it's a really good thing to have Coffee Douglas cooking. Both the websites and guys. Okay.
Go to like, get on the street.
Yeah. We moved first one by. Okay, take care.
To the final dance. That's my mother.
One last thing. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. But if you are. You draw them up to 19. It's not that independent. Yeah, we always get, yeah. No, no. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
That was
We see 99% for 24 months during the book summer event. Visit your VW.
Yeah, I spend most of my time explaining myself. From September. Yeah, we said God can be the sweet, the mere sex.
Right here. Right. That is my copy. I want to drop somebody else. Is that sitting down properly? Is it down? Yes. Hi, big girl. Yes. All right. Let's switch it. What's your name? Oh, that's one right there. All right, thank you so much.
The sequence, we really have to try and get it down.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, honey.
My God, this baby, we saw looking at you have blood.
Yeah.
Shit. But it is called rubber bubble. And it's like
I'm good, Miguel. Last time I was here and I asked for you, but you were so condolences. I tell her that you my condolences.
Yeah, my sister.
Yeah.
You never met her, I don't think.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He was a nice, very nice person.
Yeah.
Very, low key, you know.
Yeah.
Quiet, but kind of people, very.
Yeah.
Equal,
Right.
equal.
Yeah.
Very like to be around people.
Yeah.
You know, have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nice to see you, Miguel.
Yes, you
Yeah.
too, man. You too. You like
Well, probably listen to the Bengals today.
Yeah. That's all right. Oh, okay.
How do we get our faces?
Yeah, good.
All right, I'm here.
Oh. Hold on, I have to put back up the
You know, it's talking to your daughter. Yeah. Coming at you, pick up the kids.
Okay, good. I mean, people got that. So here, yeah, something about it's a family of lieutenant and playwrights and everything. And you know, I was looking at it.
Oh, it's great to see. The board really is for a long time. I'll be with you. And you go to that. Our house was always storytelling. Gather the very storytelling. And how kind of thrive.
That's important.
Because sometimes, single mother, actually, good value of the family is different. You have to be careful. You can start creating independent. Your mother's take to Yeah, especially the sons. You know, I'm going to see the gun. Anything about so much about being a city. And then he had a beautiful poem. Exactly. Thinking that what we have 50 years of goals, just from watching what I mean, something that's us. That's well, God, the prosperity, everything's ever been what? Exactly, that's perfect. It's a perfect now. Yeah. So right. If it didn't go, don't fix it. Don't try and make a change because you're going to change the cue. I don't like that. You love that. But no, it's bad. No, I mean, today, I'll have to go. It's a good black. Good job. Honestly, to say that, I did about it on 9999999. Nice me, right? But that you say so easily get It's unfortunate because single engine loss. I think the window is. The fans do not want yeah, what part? But everything is everything exactly. The funny thing is you have to have somebody because it's a festival to watch. People have to run something and they do their analysis of this and that. Experience what's happening. I'll have to have somebody who wants to listen to this. Yeah, to run the festival. Yeah, run it, but exactly. Doing more. Exactly. Right. Yeah, exactly. I think they need to just get somebody to listen. If you get it from the if the master is not sorry, that's the reader. Right? Well, it's just that the human is right. You can't see nothing on the floor. This is Africa. Let's say that's another fellow. I'm saying that one of the days yeah, this is live TV, like I just say CNN a one movement, right? CNN a lobby movement right now, right? Oh, that was CNN moment. 4595. Number for all over this. Well, you don't know, right? You're taking business for. You don't want no problem business, okay? You're right. So you tell him business. That's what it's okay. I want to mention to my time. Oh, yes. So that's, I guess, the book is called not 6 feet at the age of documents it, you can get it on Amazon. They look it up properly. It's a 200 picture.
Yeah.
So again, God bless everyone. Join us and listen to the next Saturday morning. And Jennifer, right? John can speak.
Yeah, great program. Support. Yes, great, share. Okay, you see? Okay.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Kato.
Yes. Doctor.
Yes.
Dr. Agnes. Yes.
Yes, that's what I.
Let's go right here. Yes. Go ahead. Okay.
Oh, so my time.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited today that Paul Keith Douglas is here, master storyteller, ready to master rap on chair in the English speaking Caribbean. We can say that not the new transition. And Stephen, here's the Dr. Paul Keith Douglas. And I would say, all the people, the Jam FM, oh my God, Paul Keith Douglas, a great friend of mine. I'm very happy that he's taking time to document one of his books for children. When you document, you live forever. I think this is a Jam with recorded Keith Douglas. David back to Keith Douglas. And always people out there. You know that April is high flying day. Flying from Ghana in the set. But it's a wonderful thing. But today when I was thinking about this book, Spring Deck, which celebrates fiber and happy island. I remember 20 years ago, I said, okay, so the next one is a fiber, and I wanted to show that physics, science, and art, and color, and we were going to make a fiber. And they said, this item, we can go to Tech Bay and buy it for $3. Okay, now, so no more flipping. One of the things that Jam FM and Paul Keith Douglas both have in common, not only are they like related in the origin, but consistency. Anytime, anything that you do well in life, and you do it consistently, then it pays off. It has impact. So Jam family, you've got impact. Jam family, you've got impact. The radio station has impact. And Paul Keith Douglas, or not Paul Keith Douglas. You two have impact. Street bank. This is a bank of words. Just wait to come to the library in your home. And you know what? You're gonna contact your booklet, 7 Bathurst Street, and we are gonna hook you up. String that.
That's it. We did it. Right, Dr. Agnes Sadu. He said that.
And you know, with the tacky on the wheels of power and production and steel.
Yes.
I'll tell you a little something. I didn't know in all of the tacky. But she didn't even know like all okay, what the heck? Now the girl is like,
Yes. That's how we do it. All right, thank you guys. Thank you. Yes.
yeah.
Thank you.
It's like, the broadcast and John and everybody else doing the technology, you're doing the technology too.
Yes.
And the person who handles the technology is more powerful than the person holding the microphone. They just turn it up. Everybody that went to school with me in Barbados know this story.
Yeah.
Right.
That girl
ran the assembly, it was the funnest. It would make the principal go down and make her go up. Okay, right now. Okay, I think I'm gonna make her go down now. Volume down. You know, the girls are screaming. Okay, I'm gonna make her holler now.
Remember. You're in charge of you're in control.
So I know that part of
Sit down. Yeah. I'm not imagine you know.
Marisi from the Asian Pacific. You remember that craziness used to do at assembly with a microphone? Oh my God. She goes, oh my God, we look forward to you doing assembly. I'm gonna amp it up now. I don't know. how-
Experience coming out here today and, you know.
Yeah, age, we panic at age.
Yeah.
Picture before.
Oh, this is a good photo.
I know. Okay, back in here.
Are you ready to take off?
When we went to Ghana and
You are a king. You are from the Ashanti. You are
That's what I'm saying.
You want to wind down?
Yes.
Martin was but it's raining. And your point would be what? Well, it's not, and your point would be, you told
Oh my God. Well, I think it was I really thought I said, go ahead and say, go ahead. Well, let me how you bring it on. So, you know, very part for kind of able to prepare about
So then.
That's something to do, right?
Yes, all right, so, thank you, man, thank you. So let's pack this thing up. It's turned off already? Turned off? It's a